What's going on, moviegoers? If you're new to the channel, my name is Christian and welcome to SeaWorld Productions. You guys, Marvel Studios has officially casted their She-Hulk in the MCU. Tatiana Maslany is going to be the new She-Hulk, aka Jennifer Walters. Now, I'm not too familiar with her work at all. I don't think I've seen anything that she's in. I know she's in Orphan's Black, whatever. I've never seen that show. Apparently, it's a good show. Apparently, she's great in that show, whatever. I am not worried about the casting for Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios has literally been perfect with their casting, with an exception of Terrence Howard as Rhodey. I'm so happy they decided to get Don Cheadle. Literally, Don Cheadle was such an upgrade to me. But literally, Marvel's casting is legit been perfect. I've been so happy with their casting. I'm not worried about further casting. I mean, look, they got Mahershala Ali as Blade coming up. Mahershala Ali as Blade. When they landed Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio, I was like, what? Michael Keaton and Jake Gyllenhaal are in the MCU. How crazy is that? And technically, Jared Leto is now, because the whole Sonyverse is going to be tied into the MCU. So their casting legit is perfect. I know Sony casted Morbius, whatever, but so far for these movies, it's been really, really perfect, and I can't complain. Now, Jennifer Walters is a lawyer, cousin of Bruce Banner. Now, I know Mark Ruffalo is going to be appearing in her Disney Plus series. It only makes sense because you can't have a Jennifer Walters She-Hulk without a Mark Ruffalo Bruce Banner. They're cousins. She gets her powers from a blood transfusion from Bruce. Now, I know Spider-Man 3 is going to be shooting around the same time as She-Hulk. Peter's going to need a lawyer, right? He's been accused of murdering Mysterio. It's all over the Daily Bugle. He's going to need somebody to back him up. I was hoping he'd get Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox from the Daredevil series, but unfortunately, I don't think that's going to happen. So I think they're opting out and doing Jennifer Walters. So she'll probably make an appearance. She-Hulk will probably come after Spider-Man 3. And she'll probably get her origin and then that connection, and then you'll see her whole Disney Plus series sometime in probably 2021, 2022, latest. So I can see that definitely happening. Now, this is going to be interesting. From the pictures I've seen, she's kind of small. Now, I don't know how they're going to do this whole She-Hulk thing. Obviously, they're going to be doing, the whole motion capture performance, you know what I mean? But the She-Hulk is kind of different than the actual regular Hulk. You know what I'm saying? Different than Bruce. Because she still kind of looks human. But she's much bigger. So I'm curious to see how they're really going to do the whole motion capture suit and how she's going to look, with her transformation turning into She-Hulk. I'm pretty hyped to see how Marvel Studios is going to do that. But I'm excited. I cannot wait for She-Hulk. This is going to be a ripple effect. The casting calls so far for the MCU this past week, we had Jonathan Majors. He's going to be playing Kang. And now you have Tatiana Maslany. She's going to be playing She-Hulk. We have Miss Marvel coming up. Expected casting sometime this year. We have Moon Knight. Expect another casting sometime this year. I legit think that by the end of this year, we'll have a casting call for all the Disney Plus shows that are going to be dropping soon. Not soon, sooner than later. And that's really exciting for me. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see how they're really going to tie in, Jennifer Walters. That's going to be interesting. And obviously, I'm happy to see Mark Ruffalo come back as Bruce Banner because I love him so much. And you legit, I can't see the MCU without a Hulk. And I'm kind of glad they're going the She-Hulk route, because without a Hulk, I feel like it'd feel kind of weird. I doubt that, Mark Ruffalo's Bruce Banner or Hulk is ever going to die. Curious to see where they take his story as well. Is he going to be able to turn back into regular Bruce? You know what I mean? With the whole Professor Hulk thing. I know a lot of people didn't like that in Avengers Endgame. A lot of people did. Character moments, character building moments. I get it, whatever. But yeah, man, it's going to be interesting to see what really happens, how they're going to tie this in into, Spider-Man 3, if they do tie it in, if she is, Peter's lawyer and something happens and she gets shot and then, Bruce is there. They kind of do look alike. They legit, Mark Ruffalo and Tatiana Maslany kind of look like they could play it off, as cousins. So I can see that actually happening. Man, I'm excited, dude. I'm pumped. I can't wait to hear more casting calls for the MCU. It's about time we're finally getting some kind of info from them. I feel like we've just been bled dry, this past like 5 to 6 months. We've got nothing. But obviously, with the year coming to, to an end, Marvel Studios is going to be shooting a lot of stuff soon, so they're going to have to start casting. So, like I said, expect a Moon Knight, expect a Miss Marvel casting sometime soon by the end of this year. Legit, I'm excited to see, especially Kamala Khan. Oh my God, man! After playing the Avengers game, I'm like, okay, I really enjoy this character, and I can't wait to see how they introduce her into the MCU, because I feel like her introduction in this game is perfect. Like how she's got her powers from the Terrigen Mist, and her being an Inhuman, like that, all that stuff. I can't wait to see how that comes into play, and how Marvel Studios is actually going to do the whole Inhuman thing again in the MCU, because that show was god awful. Oh, don't ever watch that show, you guys. Please, it is so bad. But post your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think about Tatiana Maslany being casted as She-Hulk, aka Jennifer Walters, in the MCU. Please post your comments down below, and thank you for taking time today for watching Zero Productions. Peace.
We out. We out. We out.